Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man.
Next one comes from Timothy. Timothy?
How's it going, DGAM fam? This is Timothy Alanalenko again, aka the only guy that throws Trilogy in Southern California. At least it feels that way. Anyway, today I've got a question regarding not getting the distance I want out of my mid-ranges. So over the last few months, I've really been focusing on driving off the tee more with putters. 350 and in, nice wide open shot. I'm throwing judges or harps, and it's been really awesome for my game. I've been a whole lot more consistent. But at the same time, I've noticed that I don't really reach for my mid-ranges hardly at all, mainly because I'm not really getting any more distance out of my mids than I am with my putters. And I'm not really sure why this is happening. I don't think nose up is the issue. I feel like my release angles are pretty consistent. But I'd just love to hear your input on why you think this is happening. And also, if you guys have experienced anything similar in your own game's progression, maybe a period where you weren't getting any farther with your mids than you were with your putters, and how you remedied that or where that trail took you. Love to hear your responses and enjoy the rest of the podcast. Keep it real.
No need to whisper. We'll just keep it real.
We'll just do that.
Once you start us off, Eric.
Well, 350 and in is pretty much a mash on putters, at least.
I don't have 350 on a putter.
Downhill maybe, but
Tailwind.
but I guess it kind of depends on what kind of putters you're throwing too. And did he say he's having an issue turning them over a lot too?
I don't remember that.
Because I'm wondering if that's part of it. I mean, I know if you go out and work really, really hard on just throwing putters all the time,
mm-hmm.
you typically have to throw a putter a little bit harder on a different type of angle than you do a mid-range. So it's going to have different results. So, one great suggestion would be just go out to a field and, it's kind of like anything. You want to work on something, you need to work on it.
Right.
Go out into a field with your mids and just kind of just continuously throwing the same mold is what I would recommend. Something neutral that you can put a little pop on and kind of get results out of it that way, just to kind of see your results so you can see your progress.
Yeah, I agree.
So
yeah, I think too there's something to working on something a lot so that you get good at it. Usually that means that you're going to lose a bit in another area. Yep. Like for me, when I'm working on my backhand angles a lot, I'll find that my forehand suffers because I haven't been working so much on it. And I think the same thing goes for discs. Like if there's a new disc that I really love in my bag, I'm going to throw it all the time. But then other discs suffer because I don't feel as familiar with them, as comfortable with them. So I'm in total agreement with you. I think it's just go out to the field, practice those mid-ranges until you feel comfortable with them again, and I think you'll start to see a little bit more of that distance come back.
And it seems like you're either kind of a putter thrower or you're a mid-range thrower, for the most part. There's not really a lot of both.
Right. Like I'm more of a putter thrower. You're more of a mid-range thrower.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.